I heard you got into VTubing recently.
Ultimately, it is what it is.
I'm just a sexy little VTuber girl.
Wait, is that? Oh, I remember this.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dude, when this happened, I remember there were a bunch of people that didn't know the joke, and so they thought they were like, I knew it. This is just like Silver Veil, they, Iron Mouse, they're all like this. You didn't believe me, but there's the proof. You can see it. Do you remember that? That was so fucking funny.
What the fuck?
I actually do like VTubers. I just don't like 90% of them. Because 90% of them are fucking disgusting.
I'm a VTuber.
I see. Awesome.
I believe you. I immediately, absolutely, totally believe you.
Well, it was lovely to meet you.
They're always doing really weird shit, and they have a bad name for themselves.
Do you like dogs? Yeah, me too.
Why did...
And we'll be the best rate so far, okay?
Why did this happen? How did... Dude, with this... It's like he turned 40.
I'm very happy.
What did you pay for the cuck shed?
Bit of a bargain, really. Well, not really a bargain. More of a kind of once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I had to seize.
I was told that you made the owner an offer he couldn't refuse, but he kind of wanted to sell anyway, right?
What do you mean by that?
I think it was around the $500,000.
$500,000, and what do you reckon the property was worth?
100, 200.
So he paid more than double. Do you think that... maybe people are exploiting you for your money?
There's a perception that I'm some sort of super rich guy who's just throwing money into the trash, which is just not the case. I'm really quite smart with my money.
So he's probably a little bit out of touch financially.
Probably. You got more money than sense.
Could you just give me a
Jesus Christ.
few examples of where you are smart with your money?
I mean, the studio was a great investment. We've got the Cuckshed 2.0, we're calling it. You know, that's in development. It's been in development for a few years now, but the architect is just finalizing things.
The architect agreed to sit down with me and answer a few questions.
No way. No, are you kidding me?
About his dealings with Quinn. First of all, thank you so much for coming.
I am Quinton's architect, and I am Quinton's accountant. I like to think that I am someone who's somewhat unorthodox, having not gained a qualification in architecture or accountancy.
Right.
I don't know whether this is a joke or not. Like, some of these, I'm like, oh yeah, he's joking. That one, I'm not... I don't know.
Right here
It's not,
is exactly the place where the architect fleeced Quinton for $500,000.
Wow.
There's no way. There's no way. Why would you even build here? And as you can well see, there is nothing to show for it.
I have delivered some incredible drawings, and many people see drawings as a means to an end, but I see drawings as an end unto itself.
How much money have you made from Quinton?
A lot.
I've already spent literally hundreds of thousands of dollars from the architect stuff.
100,000 of it went to a lovely European holiday my partner and I had on the Amalfi Coast in Italy. Ended up in Côte d'Ivoire, where we then flew to... Sorry, am I going into too much detail?
Now, there's been accusations that you're scamming Quinton. What would you say to that?
I refuse to be lulled into making a false confession in a documentary.
Have you put any savings aside for when maybe streaming dries up?
Technically, if I sold everything, we would be maybe positive by an amount, but no, I don't really have any savings.
Has your accountant told you where you sit in terms of net worth?
I think it was, last time I checked, it was about minus $600,000.
Oh, so you just
I popped it pre-fight, yeah.
Nice.
Should I pop it?
declare bankruptcy.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There is no shot. Okay, the reality is the stream's popping off. It's going great.
Yep.
And on top of that,
So true.
You know, I make great financial decisions. So in general, I think, you know, give me a half a year, maybe a couple of subathons, and we could have things locked in.
A couple more subathons?
Oh, can we have a shout out to your top 5 best friends?
My top 5 real life best friends. So we've got cousin Arthur, my wife, Naaman. We got Naaman. Yeah. Oh yeah, that guy Zach.
That's me. He was talking about me.
No, I genuinely don't have any other friends. I don't have any other friends. Like, that's it.
You've been cooped up inside for a decade. What's the plan for the next 10 years?
Just to double down, really.
Yep.
Like, just keep on popping off. The plan is to keep on streaming until, you know, eventually either A, I get banned off the platform and just cancel off the internet, or B, my stream just falls off from relevance and dies.
There you go. There you go.
Freaking burger time,
That's a good outlook.
What do we need the Starlink for again, sorry?
Just in case we need the internet on the go, you know, we want to go off grid.
Yeah.
But you know that tattoo will be completely irrelevant in like a year, right?
It was for a good cause, man.
What did you gain from it?
Money.
They were bad.
Sure. Quinn may be getting fat, making poor financial decisions, ignoring his children, and relying on parasocial relationships in place of real human connection.
That's a good burger.
But he is living his life, and he's doing it on his terms.
I'm not puppet like most people are in this world. I live my life my way.
And maybe, just maybe, there's a lesson in it for all of us.
Jesus.
I get it. Honestly, I get it now.
Ichine. Just little steps, little steps.
Itine.
I came here thinking Quinn was a lost cause. I leave realizing he's something else entirely. A man standing firm, wholly devoted to the life he has chosen. For better or for worse, he is the architect of his own fate. And in the end, you reap what you sow.
Oh, smooth. That's the one I was talking about. I remember this day so well. Because it happened before I woke up. And I logged on and I watched the drama. Jesus!
Was that supposed to be pretty mid? Yeah, I don't get it.
That was hard to watch.
That was a really good video. I'm gonna be honest, this was really good. I'm impressed. I'm gonna link it to you guys. That was it's cinema. It was fucking cinema. There's a video, give it a like. That was awesome. Oh my God, do you see the two older ones? I remember there was one that he did when he had long hair and he was longboarding or like skateboarding or something like that. I remember that. I don't remember a lot of the other stuff. When's the Asmon video next? Well, my version of that is Asmon's lair, right? Asmon's lair. Doing one about you? Well, I feel like, yeah, you'd have to have people that hazmat suits, etc., that are doing it. Can you go over the Quinn and Co drama? So basically, this is what happened: is that Quinn played Final Fantasy XIV, and instead of going through and leveling up like a normal person, he instantly boosted to level 70 at the time. Yeah, I think so. Level 70 at the time. And he did a Stormblood Savage raid, which is like the mythic super hard mode version of the raid. And he didn't know anything, and he kept getting killed. And he started spamming, "Where's the eels?" And the worst thing to, yeah, like basically the literal worst thing to do, because he was trying to just man mode the game. And it was such a bad time for him, man. This was like, I'm telling you, like fucking 4 years ago or something like that. But as always, I remember what happened 4 years ago somehow. I don't know how that happens, but somehow I do remember all of this shit. So, yeah. And when the pay-to-win backfires, yeah, Aswell video, but it's OnlyFans attempting to raid your house and failing to get through front door. Yeah, maybe, right? At least Soda Papa went through Shadowbringers. Yeah, well, I know that Vay played it, so like they played it together. So what's a VTuber? Those are the cartoon anime girls that that people do. Actually, you know what? We can watch this another time. Let's take a look. So Avowed, there's been a lot of conversation about Avowed. Let me see if I can find it. Where the hell did it go? Ah, god damn it. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, here we go. We're not going to watch the whole thing. We're just going to watch the first 5 minutes. And this is somebody's impressions of Avowed. And then we'll take a look at the game. What the fuck? As on my Twitter feed? Is there something going on? Am Am I getting attention? Are people talking about me? I don't know. I look, I see on Twitter, there's not really a whole lot going on at all. It just seems like a bunch of random ass fucking political bullshit. So yeah, I'm not trending or anything like that. Things are just normal. No? Says I'm trending? Well, I mean, I should be trending, right? I mean, I think anytime that I'm alive, I should be trending. I mean, of course. It's what makes sense. And so, not trending. Yeah, I know. He's trending on my feed? Good. Good, bro. We got everybody talking about me. People thinking about me, etc. And it's what makes sense, right? I mean, obviously, I mean, you know, I'm an interesting person. Take a look at this. Explore. Where is it? Stories for you. I mean, I feel like if it's not on there for me, it's probably not on there, period. I mean, what the fuck? So, yeah, trending, I'm not really even on here at all. Like, it's not, yeah, what the fuck? That's it, most humble? Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, let's take a look at it. George Lopez is trending too, so does it mean much? I don't know, maybe he did something. The most humble? Yeah, definitely.
This is one of the most frustrating reviews I've made in a long time. Not because I dislike Avowed, I actually really like the game and I think it's pretty good, but rather because it's one of the most broken games I've ever had the displeasure of trying to finish for a review in a long time, maybe ever. To put it in perspective, Avowed, by my estimation, should take you between 30 and maybe 40 hours of gameplay to finish.
That's pretty fast.
A lot of the side content.
Yeah.
I spent significantly longer than that trying to finish this game. By my account, between 12 and 15 hours extra replaying areas that I already finished.
What?
Or just losing progress because of corrupted saves or busted quest lines and quest objectives that didn't trigger properly and would soft block you, or any other number of various issues. I also ran into an issue in later game areas where I could not enter a certain zone without the game just crashing and just breaking. I have not had this much trouble finishing a game.
I paid $90 to play this early today.
Because I'm not actively technical.
Technical issues in a very long time. And to sweeten the deal even better, as if I wasn't ticked off enough already, I'm not allowed to show you footage of a lot of these broken areas.
Dude, this is some rat behavior. I totally understand for a preview to tell people not to show certain footage because the preview is supposed to be a vertical slice of the game. But to give somebody a review copy and then tell them that they can't show footage after the embargo,
Protect me.
that's rat behavior, bro. Absolutely rat behavior.
Broken quest lines or objectives, because they happen in an area of the map later in the game that is specifically barred from us showing you in the review.
Yeah.
They specifically told me I am not allowed to show you even a screenshot or any footage of that area, meaning I can't show you these broken quest lines, bugs.
Well, so that's also a problem, is that a lot of developers, they ask that after the embargo is over, that creators, like for example, like this is the case with Elden Ring and a couple of other games, that they ask that you don't basically go and spoil the entire story. So people that are, you know, like new players will be able to experience it and the community can experience it firsthand and it doesn't get spoiled by reviewers. But if they're telling him don't show this because it's got a lot of bugs in it, that's like, they're basically trying to like tell you only review the parts about our game that are good. That's crazy. That is insane if that's actually what they're trying to do.
The terrible performance and frame drops and stutters, the fact that NPCs and companions will randomly start moving at 15 frames a second when everybody else is moving at 60 frames a second for some reason. I can't show you any of that because they specifically banned me from showing you that. So if you want to see those clips, I guess go to my second channel, Luke Stevens Live, and on launch day, I'll show you everything. But for this review, I'm not allowed to show it to you.
Oh
so
my
I'm a bit peeved about that, to say the very least. And if you needed the exact quote, what I was told was, quote, "You cannot show any footage beyond what has been provided as B-roll by PR of that area." So there you go. You may also notice that there's limited endgame footage that I can show you. That's also partially because that later game area I can't show you footage of, but also because the game is so broken, it has corrupted numerous of my PC save files. And in fact, I'm so confident about this, we're gonna do a live demo. You ready? Here we are in the main menu. I'm gonna hit enter. Are you ready? Enter, ready? Here we go. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna hit enter to continue. Watch what happens. Boop. It starts to load in. Okay, there we go. And crash. I don't know.
So when the director said that jankiness is to be expected, I thought this was just a tongue-in-cheek joke about, you know, oh, Bethesda NPCs walking backwards or something like that. But we're talking about corrupted save files? Huh. Huh. How about that?
Oh, dude, it's crazy. A lot of my saves are like this. All of a sudden, for some reason, the UE Alabama game has crashed and will close. I don't know what's happening. It's amazing. It's amazing. I have not run into this in a long time, maybe ever. I think Callisto Protocol I had some bugs and issues with, but oh man, for a big publisher to have a game this busted for me, it's one for...
Wow, who could have expected that? What? Really?
The diary, journal, history books, I don't even know.
Way.
It's fried my brain. It's crazy. But listen, I'm gonna go through what I like about the game, because like
you played Blizzard games for years. Did they ever not let you show things? I have never had Blizzard tell me not to show something, as far as I know. Like, Blizzard has actually never tried to curate the type of content that I do. They've said, like, I met with somebody and they were like, yeah, we don't like that you do this or say this. And I'm like, okay. But that was pretty much the end of the conversation. Other than that, I mean, and this was also like that person got fired. So, you know, Rip Bozo. And it was actually like, it's a really, really funny fucking story. I don't know. I mean, neither of them worked there. Maybe one day I'll tell the story. It was me, S-Fan, Nick, and Chance. And we all went and we met up with Blizzard and we had dinner. And this was like many years ago. It was a really funny meeting. But, and the guy that helped set it up, by the way, is a great, amazing guy. Like, still a great guy, 100% a great guy. I saw him last year. So yeah. But we don't need to get into the whole story. But yeah, they never told, like, even Blizzard never told me to do this.
We got a lot of good players in the draft. People were really chill.
I think it's pretty good, and I'm going to talk about that.
Used to be a problem child? Wait, I told this? Oh, I did. Okay, so yes. Fuck it. So they basically take us out for pizza. And the guy there, who was the superior of the person who I was very positive towards, points at Chance. And he says, you used to be the problem. And then he says, he points to me. And he goes, now you're the problem. And I'm like, how about that? Fucking ego, it's hella funny. Yeah, it was funny. I mean, I didn't know that, like, I'm not you know, like, it's business, right? But it was just funny for it to happen. That's right. Yeah, this was like 2018 or something like that. It was a long time ago. It's funny as fuck, yeah.
In this video, so don't think it's all just like, the game's broken. But I do want to start with this because this affects everything.
Nothing, it was just
when
funny.
A game has broken quests, has soft locks, has crashes, when it has all these problems, it betrays the trust of the player, and it breaks down this core relationship which a lot of people take for granted.
It makes people quit whenever people lose progress in a game to an unfair circumstance. So whether this is like disconnects in a hardcore mode of a game, or it's like your save file getting reset. Like, I remember back in the Super Nintendo days, my Legend of Zelda Link to the Past cartridge would reset my game file, and I could literally speedrun the first 3 temples and get to the Dark World in like an hour. Because I had that happen so many fucking times. And so, like, but it was so fucking annoying to have it happen.
which is that if you're playing an RPG and you're given a quest objective, the player has to be able to trust that if they get stuck on something, if they can't figure out what to do next, that there is a solution. They just have to figure it out. The moment that trust breaks down and the thought, oh, the game might be broken. Oh, it might be a busted quest. I might have to reload. Once that happens, you'll start to go crazy, man. You'll start to lose your mind. And it happened all over the place in Avowed. Sometimes because I just was stuck and I needed to...
I am really excited to play this game. I am. Even though I don't have high expectations for it, I am very excited to play it.
Box because the puzzle or because this platforming area was up there and hidden in the shadows, I didn't see it, and I had to climb up there to get the
one thing I
want to
look at before that.
But other times because the quest actually was broken, because I couldn't actually progress. And when you don't have access like I did to the devs to be able to say, hey, I've been stuck in this spot for like an hour, what's wrong? I was able to talk to them and they went, oh yeah, the game's broken. That quest should have cleared. That door should be unlocked. I don't know why it's not open. Go back, load back an hour, try doing this and having this conversation with this person and see if that clears it. Oh,
that's so good.
Okay, problem solved. But you won't have that benefit. You'll just get stuck in the end of that quest line with the door closed, going crazy wondering what you did wrong when you didn't do anything wrong. And with an otherwise solid game, it can destroy and taint and poison the experience to the point where you should just wait. And that's where I'm at. I think Avowed is a pretty good game when it works, but it doesn't work right now, at least for me. And as a result, I cannot recommend it to you. At least.
Well, hey, that sounds like a perfect game for me.
I should have reminded everybody.
Because now every mistake that I make in the game is the game's
Though it
fault.
would have been fun to see Submerge for the first time.
That's right.
Threat meter, but he doesn't. It doesn't show it's gonna.
So they've patched it and fixed a lot of this stuff up. There's some bugs and issues in the game that they have said they are aware of and were aware of before we started reviewing the game about 2 weeks out from its launch. One such issue was one where bounties, which are like high-level combat encounters, you go, you kill the target, you collect a trophy off of their body, and you bring it back almost like a severed head to gain the payout for completing the bounty.